It is essential to have iron in your diet. Not this type of iron though. This iron is very essential if you want to have nice, crisp, unwrinkled clothes. As I was watching my beautiful wife iron last night, got me thinking about iron. Yes, iron in the body. Well, 70% of the iron in your body is found in your red blood cells. Very important. It's called hemoglobin. And hemoglobin is the, how can you say, the transportation vehicle that transports oxygen around the body from the lungs down to the tissues. So if you find that you're deficient in iron, you become anemic, weak and low energy. So it's really important to make sure you get a good supply of iron in your diet. Now, where's the best places to get iron apart from the trusty clothes iron? Is the best source comes from your red meats, right? Because if you have red meats in your diet, you're never going to be, well, unless there's some form of genetic deficiency, you're never going to be short of iron. So it's recommended to have red meat maybe 3 times a week. For women, probably the size of your palm of red meat. For men, the size of your hand. And if you're really hungry, open up your hand. So my wife, even though she's not necessarily a big meat eater, she does enjoy a nice steak when I put it on the barbie, and she likes me to cook it to death so it's virtually black and crispy. That way she doesn't feel like she's eating meat, but she actually enjoys the crunchy. Now I know you chefs out there are pulling your hair out. No, don't destroy a steak like that. But it's important to have. Now, if you're a vegetarian for whatever reason, and that is your own choice, then you have to find iron in other sources in your food plan. So some of the best sources to get what we call non-heme iron, because in meat it's called heme iron, in plant-based foods it's called non-heme iron. Heme means animal. So the best sources to get it would be things such as tofu, beans, nuts, grains and seeds. So for example, this trusty little can of baked beans, great beans, yum yum. This can has about 22% of your recommended daily intake. So also remember that when you eat meat, you get all your amino acids. When you eat plant-based foods, you get your proteins as well, but it'll be an incomplete protein, so you have to have a mixture of different types of sources of plant food to get all your proteins. But if you want to make sure you are topped up on your iron levels, get a mixture of foods of grains, cereals, beans, seeds, tofu, and that should that should be a good enough source to give you your daily recommended intake of iron, so you still get that oxygen to the working tissues. And I have come across many times with athletes, particularly women, because obviously women, every month you lose a certain amount of blood. You need to make sure that you have plenty of iron so you don't get weak and anemic. And a lot of athletes, because you train so hard, make sure you have iron fairly well supplied in your food chain. Otherwise you find that your training will tend to go slide down hills, and that would be no cow poo. Might go and do some ironing now.